Hi, and welcome to Sophia Sunday. So this week I figured that I would tell all of you guys about some of my most embarrassing moments. So this will be fun, uncovering the horrible past that is my life. I'd like to start off by saying that I usually say that my whole entire life is an embarrassing moment. Now I'm sure I had a lot of embarrassing moments between the time of birth and 2nd grade, but we're just gonna jump right into 3rd grade. The first embarrassing moment that I can really remember, I was playing with some friends out at recess on a rainy day, and I had these really cool camo jeans because I was so fashion forward in my camo jeans. And then some guys were in the corner scared me, and so I fell in the mud and got my butt all muddy. It was horrible because everybody saw it, and I had a muddy butt for the entire day, and it wasn't good. Now this is also in the 3rd or 4th grade time. I was at dance class and my dad was dropping me off, and he was by the front door across the lobby, and I was on the other side of the lobby going to the dressing rooms. And across the lobby where everybody is, my dad thinks that it's fun to shout, "Goodbye, Sophia, I love you!" across the entire lobby. Everybody could hear it, and it was so embarrassing. And now we jump ahead to 4th grade. Now in 4th grade, I did the science fair, which we did every single year. I was standing at my presentation, and then there's these guys in my class to come up and they look at it, and then one's like, "You spelled your name wrong." And I'm like, no I didn't. And he's like, "Yeah, you did." And so I'm like, no, I think I know how to spell my own name. And so he's like, "Then why don't you check?" And so I turn around and look right up there, the upper left corner where my name is, Sopa. Sopa. S-O-P-A, Sopa. I spelled it Sopa! How do you completely miss the H and the I in your name? I was in 4th grade, I was 10. I should have been above that. And then in 4th grade, I had the great reoccurring event of falling in the mud, but this time while I was playing tetherball, but a lot of people still saw it. Now we time travel into 5th grade. Oh, 5th grade. So in my 5th grade year, my school did the musical, Willy Wonka. So I was cast with multiple roles in that show, but nothing embarrassing happened in any other role besides when I was in Oompa Loompa. Now during the part where I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a big scroll that states all the rules for the kids when they go into the factory and stuff. And so it was me and this other girl who was also in Oompa Loompa's job to hold the scroll and then roll it up. In one show, I was holding the scroll, rolling it up, and my sleeve gets caught in the scroll, and it's rolling up with the scroll. And there was nothing I could do about it. And I heard the audience laughing, and now that I think back on it, it is pretty funny. This is also during 5th grade. God, why am I sharing this? This is so embarrassing. I was doing really well in school. I always did, but I begged my parents to let me get my first pair of Uggs. Had them on, and I was like, oh my god. And so I was chewing gum, and I went out of excitement, but I was looking down at the boots. And so when I went looking down, gravity took effect and my gum fell to the floor in front of the sales rep, and Mom was there and other people were there, and I'm still embarrassed by that. And now these last 3 embarrassing moments are really embarrassing, and I feel really embarrassed just about to share them with you. So I'm not exactly sure when this one was. 7th or 8th grade is my guess, but I was doing a partnering dance, and I was in rehearsal with this guy, and he held his arms for me to come with him to bow. I thought that he wanted a hug, and I was like, okay, so I hugged him, and he was like, "Oh, we're supposed to bow, but good job." And I was like, I couldn't even look at him. I'm still so embarrassed by that. Now this one is a very embarrassing moment, which I still beat myself up over. It was in 8th grade, and I had this crush on this guy, and he had a crush on me, so we had a little thing, I guess you could say. And I was going out the door, no one else was around, thank God. But he said, "See ya, Sophia," and did one of those little head nod things. Y'all know what I said back? "Hey!" And that might not seem so embarrassing to you, but to me, when you really, really like this guy. And then I went out the door and walked around the corner and was like, "Wow, Sophia, you're an idiot." This has to be one of the most embarrassing moments, and this happened just about 2 weeks ago. So I go to a career center for school, and so I get back to my normal school at 2:30 when we get out at 3, okay? And I had to make up a task because I was gone for something, and so I told my teacher during lunch, I was like, I'm going to be coming back about halfway through 7th hour to finish my test. He was like, oh, 7th hour, I'll be glad to see you. And I'm like, no, not really. No one really cares about me. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, just no one really cares about me in that class. In the sense that I'm not popular, so no one's really gonna care to see me there. So I walk into class, and my teacher's like, oh, hey, Sophia. And then he's like, Sophia, this is 7th hour. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, 7th hour, everyone say hi to Sophia. And so I got those mixed highs and, you know, awkward head nod things that guys do, or little waves, I don't know. And he's like, so does everyone in here like Sophia? And so you got mixed, yeah, or I had mixed feelings, and it was a joke from some of the annoying guys. And he was like, well, you should, because she thinks that no one likes her. And so then this one kid comes in. I have gone to elementary school with him, and he comes in and does a fist bump with me, and then says something to my teacher. And then this other kid, I don't know who, fist bumped me, and it was just so awkward that my teacher had to bring that up. So I was like, that's not what I meant. I'm still so embarrassed by it. God, no, that's not what I meant. Well, this has been fun exposing myself to the internet. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe, for sure, and check out my links down in the description below. So yeah, and I will see you next Sophia Sunday!